How's it going? Today is 29th of November, Friday, and we are taking a look at the market, and there might be some opportunities on in different sectors or processes how we can engage with government, right? The first article that we're going to be taking a look at is something that we published yesterday. There is so many articles. It's good to see that there's a lot of work being done, as well as we're going to be taking a look at critical areas. It's just because there's so many different articles, we won't necessarily would have enough time to catch up with everything within a matter of 10 or so minutes. Most likely we're gonna go with just over 10 minutes in today's video, but still there's so many press releases, right? First article that would be council funding to be overhauled to deliver better outcomes. Funding reform kickstart to fix the foundation of local governments and all better use taxpayers' cash. Perhaps a lot of councils are going under when it comes to finances, how much finances they are collecting, where they're spending a lot of finances, and I don't know. There's some numbers predict depending on how fast some of the councils can go under. Perhaps six in the next 6 months, another 20. The government needs to do something, right? I haven't read this article. Perhaps you can read it and try to understand what's happening, right? Long overdue reforms to council funding to ensure it offers better value for money have been outlined today, 28th of November, so after yesterday, alongside more money for councils to help fix the foundation of the local government. So governments will launch consultation next month on its long-term proposals to fundamentally improve the way the sector is funded, moving away from outdated and ineffective approaches, which has been more or it has seen more councils increasing their level of reserves and all others struggling to deliver services and all balanced budgets. The shift to fair system with which potentially matches funding it needs. The major reform, which will be a subject to extensive consultation with the local leaders, will ensure public money is spent more effectively in improving services local people rely on throughout the fair system, which builds on the lessons learned throughout the previous governments. Review relative needs of resources, better known as a fair funding review, which highlighted the problem on how councils are funded and the need for change, but that was delayed and or never implemented. Okay. It will be launched alongside consultation on the provisional local government's finance settlement for 2025-26, which includes a new 600 million recovery grant for areas most in need, and increase the social care grant by 280 million, a new 250 million child care social care prevention grant, and all pursuing a grant for the better value of money for the taxpayers and all deliver better outcomes for local people, including the most vulnerable. Overall, local governments is expected to receive a real term increase in core spending power of around 3.2%, and no council will see reduction in the after talking reduction in this after taking account of an increase in council's tax levels. On average, places with a significant rural population will receive an increase of around 5% in their core spending powers and will be better off this year compared to 24-25. There's a lot to unpack. I don't want to break it. There's so much to unpack. Anyway, so that's the data. I have so many opinions. Anyway, let's forget. The 680 million increase of social care grant will help local authorities address social care pressures, which or whilst the new 250 million children social care prevention grant will help ensure children stay with their families on a safe, loving home where possible as part of a planned overhaul of the system next year. Legislation will be brought forward to crack down on the profiteering of vulnerable children and ensure local governments can deliver a safe and loving home for social care. I don't know. So this is something that the government is doing. I don't know. The councils, when it comes to going under, we can take a look at the example of Birmingham Council and how Birmingham Council was sued by uh, some individual and was taken down for 1 billion or so. So this is kind of practices we are taking a look at, and we are taking a look at now. All these millions, if we will add together, that will be roughly about 1 billion together. So I don't know, it might be messing around with hardworking people. If anything, what we are actually taking a look at hardworking people and how legal system penalize those individuals and how all that money was taken from hardworking individuals and given to one potential one individual. This is the system that we are taking a look at, right? Let's progress. Let's take a look at next article, simply what we published yesterday. That it is 60K Taiwan. UK-Taiwan Energy Dialogue. That would be UK or Taiwan co-hosted the 6th UK-Taiwan Energy Dialogue on 21st November 24th. It's a crucial platform for bilateral cooperation on energy and climate. The UK and Taiwan hosted the 6th UK-Taiwan Energy Dialogue on 21st of November 2024. The dialogue is crucial platform for bilateral cooperation on energy or climate issues. The dialogue features season on energy security, followed by deep dives into the offshore wind sectors and also supporting mechanisms to sustain renewable energy dialogue amid global inflationary pressures and supply chain risk. Opening remarks were let's overall good, all these partnerships and everything when it comes to this particular area or very similar areas, right, including semiconductors would be very important, and perhaps establishing some of these partnerships on share of technology, right? Let's progress. Let's take a look at the next article. Let's take a look at what will be very important after the Secretary of State commits the first ever man's health strategy, right? Most of the health problems, perhaps to this point, haven't been taken seriously, in particular when it comes to men's health, and to the point where it's been recognized that there's many concerns, right, including perhaps more healthier habits, right, or perhaps including knowledge, skills, personal development, and if anything, health, and or perhaps being more active, physically more active, and all. When it comes to, in particular, perhaps major killers would be heart diseases, right? That's background information that I can add, but overall, that would be health and social care. Secretary was during announcement plans to men's health summit with November and all Premier League. Okay. I don't know. I have high expectations, and perhaps we can engage with. If there will be a process, perhaps we can engage with the team when it comes to addressing some of these issues of how more men can engage in perhaps become physically more active, right? It could be the football or rugby or similar activities, right? Secretary of State, let's give name, was steering confirmation plans for Men's Health Strategy, Men's Health Summit with November and no Premier League. Strategy will address biggest issues affecting men of all ages that are costing lives and could include heart diseases. Yeah, that's what I thought. That most likely there would be a lot of heart diseases and strokes, right? And so perhaps tendencies of eating high fat density foods, right? Prostate cancer, okay, and or testicle cancer, as well as mental health and suicide prevention. Oh, okay. So that will be very important. I don't know, should we cover that? I don't think there's a way to engage with team, right? But overall, it's good that work has been done in this area. There's different organizations, including perhaps non-profits, that would be Sports England, who had published a strategy, but engaging with the team, there's no response from the team. So, More than likely, if there isn't a response, so perhaps even if we were to offer additional ideas how we can help this organization to solve some of the problems, people out there, they're just doing what they're doing, right? At least we're making some progress when it comes to recognizing some of the areas, including heart disease and stroke. I believe that would be major issues that a lot of men up there are facing, right? Let's progress and let's take a look at the next article. Next article, that would be integrated national transport strategy for England. So there would be two. That would be integrated national transport strategy, which is very long. We not necessarily have enough time to read the entire national transport strategy, but we can perhaps engage with the strategy when it comes to England. Since this particular strategy has a way to reach out to them, great. That's what we're looking for, right? So we can read the entire article and engage with the team. That would be government has today, 28th of November 2024, set out its vision for first integration national transport strategy in over 2 decades, delivering on their commitment made in manifesto. For too long, there has been no national plan for how transport should be designed and or delivered in England, which has led to fragmented and ineffective system that lacks join up and no cohesion. As a result, many of the people in our cities, towns, and rural areas are poorly connected with the transport systems that don't work for them. Engaging with the teams, local teams, there's no response. Local teams, local councils, they put together teams and they publishing councils. That would be a local, perhaps that would be central government, right? Local government would publish those. There would be need, no, they would ask for views of people engaging with them. There would be no response. Once that has been said, the strategy will drive the cultural change where people are put at the heart of how we design, build, and operate transport. At its core will be a single national vision for how transport systems should work together, empowering local leaders to deliver integrated local transport that meets the needs of their local community. Again, so that's what I mean by that. It's engaging with local leaders. There's no response. There's no most likely accountability. There is no response, right? The transport system should be safer, reliable, and accountable for everyone, improving passenger experience and unlocking equal access to opportunities across England. I don't know about this. I would like to understand how we're measuring this particular area, since most likely there isn't a way to measure, and all the contracts and all opportunities been handed only to a handful of companies. Once that been said, walking and or cycling should be the best choice. Shorter journeys and or where drivers driving is the right choice. The journey should be smoother and or more predictable. I want public transport to be a more attractive option for people to experience a seamless integration transport network that works for them. Okay. I don't know. So at least when it comes to government or saying this is what they're looking to do, I don't know if that is central government or that will be local councils. Can they deliver? I would say very unlikely. But there is a way to engage with them. Let's progress and let's take a look at next opportunity. Right. And last article we can take a look at is something that will be published yesterday. That will be data links innovators and more defense and security investors, so perhaps investing in different projects when it comes to already existing solution and looking to scale that solution to wider groups of individuals, right, or companies, perhaps, whoever might be customers. The Defense and Security Accelerator DASA provides a collaborative platform for innovative companies to pitch their business and all novel technologies to investors. Running for 6 consecutive years, the DASA Investment Showcase was held in London in November 2024. Event saw 12 small and or medium-sized enterprise SMEs present the innovative business opportunities at the technologies and invite audience of over 50 investors from government-owned industry, right? We can take a look at those projects and perhaps that video is something that we can close this video with, right? Let's take a look at what projects this article is referring to. That would be AI GPR showcase the systems that can enhance ground penetrating radar capabilities using unmanned area vehicles. Okay, great. Uh, Felion showcase the technology Targi, which offers space station level protection at mass and volume levels, suited for modern satellites, addressing the growing need for specialized defense in space. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. Decision Lab showcased a drone mind platform which can produce a customized 3D solutions environmental reinforcement level training suite. It will enable development of enabling algorithms easily configured defense related scenarios. Okay, sure. It's a very complex and very unique problem. Let's progress to the next one. Lavender showcasing the AI powered platforms which automate the interpretation of cyber threats, integrate intelligence. Oh yeah. Let's take a look. Transform complex. I don't know. I don't know. This kind of problems perhaps were designed for one particular purposes. I don't know if can they sell this technology since I'm reading it right. Can they sell it since it's very unique problem. It's not necessarily for wider audience. It's just for perhaps very unique solution for very unique company. But anyway, it will and transform complex thread data into actionable insights. Okay, let's progress. Let's take a look at the next one. Electronics showcase Heavens, the first tamper-proof, transparent, ready-to-use software that eliminates counterfeit and or compromised hardware. Okay, counterfeit. I don't know, but okay, it's good that they work on that. And let's take a look at the next project. Flock Fire AI showcased the AI platform that provides deep learning based malware detection solutions designed for air gapped and no disconnected environments, ensuring security and however most restricted of remote environments. Okay, sure. Next one, Gibson Robotics showcased Red Kite, an autonomous US capable of hunting down and ensuring the aerial threat using its patented net capture device, sophisticated flight algorithms, and Shadow Hawk, which offers autonomous and continuous platforms of fixed side. Okay, all these solutions are more for military sector, not necessarily for general public. But anyway, let's take a look at the next one. HTMC showcased the novel matrix chemistry that enables lower temperature processing, allowing the use of lower cost fibers and the electronic magnetic additives and a simplified manufacturing process. Okay, great. I like this project. Nick Waring Minds showcasing their technology. TDX Vault, which integrates security principles into the heart of its AI-powered analyze systems. The novel design mirrors the complexity of the real-world and analytic process paradigm that fuels data from different organizations. Okay, sure. It's an interesting solution. Nutisu showcased, okay, the trademark, which enables ones to rapidly and completely heal whilst preventing infection throughout delivering micronutrients in high voltage. Okay, sure. Okay. Next project that will be Optimal showcased Lux Jet, a technology that offers government and all industry more secure but easy to verify physical features to improve the resilience of documents and all products to counterfeiting and all falsification. Sure. Let's progress and let's take a look at the next one. Test Consult showcased as with systematic video and all image data, a tool designed to create and also submit volumes of labeled data is required for training machine learning models, right? Great. Most of the projects I could see problems and how they could be solved. I know since they're looking for most likely investors and people interested in some of the solutions. Perhaps there might be some limitations since we're taking a look at DASA, who can work with some of those teams, right? Some of those projects they have very unique problems that they're looking to solve those solutions that might offer some limitations. But anyway, let's close on that. Thanks for watching. See you next one.